Cheers. What's our drink word like on Andy Watch What Happens Live? It's like, if you see this word, have a drink.
Sweet Lucille has not been on my channel in a while. If you guys recognize her, me and her have gone to LA together.
I'm thinking back about that guy. Remember we met in line and he was like, you didn't follow me on Instagram.
Or how the police stopped us.
I was just telling that story.
And sent their dogs on us and said we were criminals.
That we were carrying narcotics. It was the DEA. They tried to detain you inside.
They did. They separated us. Exactly. It was crazy. Crazy experience. So talking about trips, I actually went to LA in May and I went for Generation Beauty.
What's that?
Generation Beauty is like this really big YouTube event, and it's by Michelle Phan, and there are a lot of makeup companies there, different makeup brands that you can network with and talk to, and you get to see a lot of your subscribers there. So it was such an amazing opportunity for a few YouTubers who were invited there, and I was so excited that they invited me. So Sweet Lucille was not available to go. Unfortunately, she was touring Milan that time. Were you?
In a relationship.
Oh, okay.
You know, that just kind of sucks you dry. You know, I'm moist now.
Lord.
Trying to trade in that citizenship.
Where are you trying to go?
Italy. I'm trying to be a part of the EU. First of all, they don't use GMO in their farming in the entire country of Italy. It's illegal. Yeah, the quality of life is way better. I mean, that's the only European country I've been to. I've been nowhere else. But I'm pretty much sold. Like, I've always had this Italian connection. Like, even working at Sergio Rossi, like, I love black women over there, girl. TSA, I could have got through with cocaine and some more. None of my bags. They was just like, listen, you're so beautiful. But every single TSA when I got into Naples was just like, I'm not kidding.
Wow.
They love black women.
Okay.
Okay, Italy. I'm gonna find a man over there, girl.
Okay.
Once I do, I'm gone. That's it. You ain't gonna
I don't blame you.
We'll FaceTime.
Oh no, honey, I'll be right there with you. Okay, right there with you.
Yes.
Okay, so let me tell y'all about this trip. So I sent a text message to all of my friends asking them if they wanted to go with me to Generation Beauty, and I only got a text message back from one. And this girl, she went to elementary school with me, she went to middle school with me, and she also went to high school. This girl, she calls me the day that we're supposed to fly out, and she calls me and she says, don't be late. I said, of course I'm not going to be late. So I get my sister.
Holla. This is my trip. This is my trip.
Exactly.
I'm calling you.
I'm going to be calling you. Okay. But you said don't be late, so I'm not going to be late.
One. Okay, let's count it.
So I called my sister. I'm like, let's not be late. Let's go straight to her house so that we can be right there. We are outside of her door 2 hours before the flight leaves. 2 hours
Where you leaving from?
Dallas. So that's already.
She live by Dallas?
Not too far away.
Okay. What are we talking? Does she live in Reston?
No. She lives about 10 minutes away from me.
That's not near Dallas.
We get to her house. I'm calling her. I'm like, hey, I'm outside. She said, I'm not at home. I'm at the grocery store. Hold on. You're at the grocery store? Why are you at the grocery store when you told me not to be late? We have at least an hour to get there. If there's no traffic, we have an hour to get to Dallas in order to make it on our flight on time. Why are you at the grocery store?
That's strike 1.5.
Right.
Okay.
She was like, oh,
don't worry, girl. I'll be right there. I just had to do some last minute grocery shopping.
But you're about to go out of town.
but you're about to go to LA.
Well, I try to get rid of my groceries before I'm going somewhere.
Thank you.
That doesn't make. I have to drink for that.
So I'm like, okay. So me and my sister were waiting in my car, and I'm like, okay, she'll be here in a few minutes. So we're waiting. A few minutes turns into 20 minutes. Now I already know we about to miss our flight, because there's no way that we're going to make it to Dallas in time to board our flight.
Can I just say something?
What?
Your viewers should just drink when I drink, because this is making me drink.
She finally shows up. She runs in her house, and it takes her another 10 to 15 minutes to come out.
So her
I'm
bag's
like,
not at the door.
Her bags are not at the door. I'm like, what is going on? The girl comes out with her bags, so I'm outside helping her put her bags in the car. Like, come on, we gotta hurry up. I'm helping her put her bags in the car. There's so much traffic on the way because there's construction on 495, and I'm like, oh, we about to miss our flight. Whole time I'm driving my car, and the girl's looking at me from the passenger seat talking about,
Can't you drive faster?
But we're at 2 point.
so I'm like, okay, we have a trip together. I don't want to argue with this girl at the beginning of our trip. We're about to be together for 5 days. I do not want to argue with her.
You know, I have more like a 3-day maximum. Like maybe 4 days, because like, you know, you're out of your element. Like,
You are.
we don't live together. I'm not with you every day, so like, you know, personalities start to clash. Not all the time, but
Not
I
all
would
the
say
time.
most times. You know, I keep that in mind, which is why like the number of people I travel with are limited too. Like, I'm not about to be getting caught up in all of that.
But so we get there, I get out my car, we run all the way there. I already knew that we were missing our flight because the flight boarded it was about to board in 20 minutes. Remember that happened to us when we were like, they don't play.
They don't. You got to be checked in.
Yes,
You're not checking bags, and for 5 days I need to check my bag.
Exactly. So we get up, and I'm walking slow at this point because I'm like, we already missed our flight.
Yep.
It's no point. We get there, and this is her.
Excuse me, somebody needs to help me. Excuse me, I have a flight to board. Somebody needs to help me. Hello, I have 2 college degrees. Hello.
What?
I have 2 college degrees. Somebody needs to help me. So that's what she said. So somebody comes over and they're like, ma'am, I'm sorry. Did you need some
That's so
help?
pompous.
Did you need some help checking in? She said,
Yeah, I do need help because my flight's about to board and I need to skip all these people in line and get on my flight. So somebody needs to help me so I can get checked in so I can go catch my
I
flight.
said, okay, I can help you over here, ma'am, since you're a little irate. But they didn't say that, but she
Right.
is, you know what I mean? So they move us to the side, and I'm just embarrassed at this point. I'm like, really? She's causing a scene, and you're the one late. So we go to the side, and the person, they check us in, and they say, oh, you know, we're so sorry. We can't check you in, actually, because your flight is gone. There's no way that you can get on this flight. Everyone's already boarded. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's nothing that we can do. She said,
What do you mean it's something that we can do? Your clock is wrong. Your watch is wrong. I need to speak to the manager. Manager, please. Hello? Where's the manager? I have 2 college degrees, honey. I don't need to be sitting here for this. Somebody needs to get me on my flight.
yeah, this really happened. So the manager comes over and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. What is going on? And can I help you with anything? Is everything okay? And she was like, no, everything's not fine because this person is not allowing me to check in my bags and check in, period. I need to catch my flight. I have somewhere to go. Your clocks are wrong. I don't know whose clock this is. They say, you know what? Let's get your bags checked in. You know, I'll take care of everything. So I was like, oh, what they want to do? You know what I mean? I'm like, what's going on? They said, ma'am, are you carrying this bag on? She said, yeah, I'm carrying this bag on. So they said, we need you to take your lock off the bag so we can look inside, you know, and make sure you don't have anything, blah, blah, blah. I'm not taking any lock off. I'm not taking my lock off of my bag at all.
Excuse me. You guys were going to Atlanta, right?
LA.
LA? Y'all weren't going international?
No.
Why do you have a lock on your bag?
So she said, I'm not taking this lock off. The lady said, ma'am, we need you to take your lock off.
This is TSA at this point?
The bags that they were
25,
checking
30.
were her carry-on bags.
Oh.
So she had her purse in another bag. They said that we need the lock off your suitcase so that I can see what's
So
inside.
she had a
of it.
lock on her carry-on bag.
Yes.
What type of...
Wait.
Okay,
This
there's
not even
more.
the good
But wait,
part.
there's more.
So the lady said, ma'am, we need you to take your bag off or you pay your $25 to get it checked in.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want to do? Because I have other customers, really. She said, I am not taking my lock off because I have had somebody steal my Versace shades last time I was at this airport. My Versace shades were stolen from this airport. And I'm not taking my lock off because these people here are thieves and I won't be doing it.
Can I just say something?
The lady laughed. She couldn't even keep a straight face and I was like,
Let me just say something
Are you
about her
serious?
Versace. Can I see these Versace shades? On a side note, because I'm not giving them no credit right now. And no credit. I don't like people who... I think everyone has a label hole inside of them. You know what I'm saying? But don't be name dropping your punk ass Versace
Thank
shades.
you.
They probably wasn't even cute. They're probably out of season. I'm
first of all, don't be
convinced they're not
name
cute.
dropping your Versace shades and don't be saying,
I got 2 degrees. I should be standing in line because my 2 degrees are better than your job here.
Basically, like who do you think you are? But that's not even it.
Disgusting.
It's really disgusting. Like, who do you think you are? So
People like that.
the lady said, okay, ma'am. I said, can you please take your lock off? The girl takes her lock off. The lady looks in her bag, whatever. She said, okay, you guys are free to check in your other bags.
And then she said, your Versace shades are fraudulent. They are not real Versace.
Probably not.
They are from Canal Street.
Canal
or
Street,
somewhere
honey.
in China that you ordered off eBay.
Right. The lady lets us go over to officially check in. She said, I'm sorry you missed your flight, whatever. You have to go check in. Her attitude was so bad with everybody within the 15 minutes that we've been there. They said, oh, we're so sorry, but the next flight to LA isn't until the next 4 hours.
You had to sit in the airport?
We had to wait
You had to
in
sit
the
with them
airport
for 4 hours?
for 4 hours.
Dallas is a shitty airport to wait for.
I had to wait for 4 hours because of her. And I know if I worked as the people checking people in and somebody gave me attitude like she gave them attitude,
help you.
I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to be nice. You are going to be waiting.
I could help you,
but I'm not. So I didn't even, I don't even blame them because it was her who caused this on us. Exactly.
I mean, and it's so funny when I get to my story, like my birthday trip, so out of the 7 of us that are going, one of the girls I just became friends with. She's my friend's friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very skeptical about it. Oh. Because the other women that are going are, if not my family, I've been friends with for over 10 years, So like, we're solid.
Right.
But you are a little pawn and you had this much room to mess up. It makes me nervous because she already hit me with, oh, I want my own room because I can't stay with people I don't know.
Honey, I can't stay with people you don't know. Then you will be booking a hotel separately from ours.
And I'm like, first of all, okay, this is my family, and I wouldn't put you in a spot. Like, if you went on a trip and you don't know any of these people, by default, I'm gonna make sure you with me.
Right.
Because I wouldn't want to be, I wouldn't care that much.
Yeah.
Because I trust you. Like, if you invite me on a trip with your closest friends, I trust. Now, she was on a trip, child. Like, don't put me in the room with her.
Oh, hell no.
Don't put me with her.
No.
But it's like stuff like that. Like, traveling with people, with women, and people in general is a...
Yeah, but women, their personalities, sometimes you will have that clash. So, me being the person that I am, I'm saying, keep the peace. Keep the peace. We have to wait 4 hours. Honey, that ain't even the beginning of the story.
You should have been like, listen. You should have raised up on her and let her know.
Debo, though. She Debo.
She is a little thick.
Her ass
a little swole.
Yeah, a little swole.
She's solid.
She real solid. We get to the hotel. Now, she's the type of person that might drop something and expect whoever around to pick it up. She's too good to bend down to pick up whatever it is. So you stayed at the Omni with me in LA, right? Mm-hmm. You know how personable and how friendly.
Remember the guy who brought us ice all the time for our
turn? They're so nice there.
He knew we was turning up.
You remember the valet guys? Mm-hmm. Valet, they're so sweet. Like they run.
I remember the ice man who brought me ice for that Ciroc.
Okay. The valet guys, they drop everything and they run to you. So we're pulling up at the front. And her cell phone fell out of her lap when she was getting out the car. The cell phone fell so you could hear it fall. She doesn't bend down to get it. She's looking around to see who's about to pick it up. This guy, he runs over to come get the car and her phone dropped. So he picks it up and he hands it to her. He's like, oh ma'am, your phone dropped. And she's like, y'all checking in our car? She doesn't say thank you to anybody, and I noticed that the entire trip. She does not say thank you. She does not look people in the eye. People who are workers.
Can I just say something? We did not go to Bel Air Prep. She went.
Thank you!
I don't know where she get off.
We did not go to Bel Air Prep. We went to a very hood school, and we're not okay. I don't know where this attitude is. I don't know where this attitude is or why she has this attitude that everyone owes her something. But that was the beginning of the trip.
She only child?
No. Okay, well, we go inside the hotel. She's like, oh,
okay, this place is alright.
It's $5 diamonds, y'all. $5 diamond hotel. Normally the Omni is $500 or $600 a night, depending on where you're staying at the Omni. It's very expensive. It's $5
Deja Jai has that hook up.
So the girl that I who always checks me in. She's very sweet. I go to her and she's like, are you paying debit or credit? So the girl who I went on the trip with, she booked the flight and also the rental. So even before she booked the rental, we had spoke about the trip, and I told her, when do you need the money in your account? I'll give you the money right away. That's just how I am. That's just how normal people are.
Normal people aren't.
You don't have to ask for your money because they offer it right away if you know you're going on a trip.
Who wants to be indebted to Eveline?
Me, I booked the hotel. So, okay, she didn't offer to give me her half of the hotel, but I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna rush her. She'll give it to me later, whatever. So the lady, she asked me if I'm paying debit or credit. I'm like, okay, I have a credit card that I just gave you. They never asked me this before. And I said, okay, just do debit. She said, okay, fine. So I, you know, do my PIN number, whatever. We go upstairs. And I was so excited about this LA trip because I was going to get my eyelashes done. And these particular eyelashes that I wanted done were individuals, and they were $200. So, so I was excited because all the celebrities get these eyelashes done.
Nice.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get these lashes done in LA.
Snap, snap.
So I paid for them when I was at the airport waiting those 4 hours. I paid for my eyelashes. So once we got to the actual room, I look at my bank statement and I see that I have a hold on my account for over $1,300.
What?
And I also see, that my account balance is 21 cents.
Well, at least it wasn't negative 21 cents.
I said, hold the sauce. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. What?
Let's run this back.
What just happened? So I said, hold on. Maybe the eyelash place is, you know, bootleg or something, and they took, because this has happened to me several times with my bank.
Who did you bank with?
Capital One.
Girl, you need to get up out of this, yeah.
It's happened to me several times. Like, they'll say, oh.
My sister has them. We went to Philly, right? She's like, oh, I have to call Capital One. Oh, yes, I'm going to Philly. I mean, I'm not going to the Philippines. Why do I need to tell you? I'm going 2.5 hours away from a goddamn house. You need to switch banks, boo.
21 cents.
I am all the way across the country. Across the country. I have no family over there. I have no friends over there. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm panicking. I'm like, why is my account, you know, why do I have an account balance of 21 cents? I just got here. I have to stay here for 5 days. I tell her, I'm like, oh my gosh, I only have 21 cents. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Maybe this place was a scam. The eyelash place was a scam. I don't know what to do. So my sister also works in hospitality, and she told me that, oh, you know, sometimes at some properties, if you do debit when you check in, they charge your card for the entire amount that you're supposed to stay there. And plus incidentals per day.
$1,300 for 21 cent balance.
I said, hold on, wait a minute.
The dollar menu.
Honey, dollar menu. I didn't have 25 cents. I had 21 cents. Okay.
It's all her fault. Her negative energy. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
You got to be very, very particular about who you travel with.
So I tell her, I was like, oh my gosh, let me go down to the front desk to see what's going on.
What you can do,
I want to make sure this is not the eyelash place. She said, oh girl, I never heard of this, but you go ahead and check. I go to the front desk and I said, I just wanted to make sure there isn't any fraudulent activity going on in my account. They said, yes, this is our standard. We normally do this when you pay with the debit. Your hold cannot come off. We have to hold it until your very last day. When you check out, that's basically when we charge your account for the amount that you're supposed to pay.
And that's pretty much like
the last day that I'm gonna stay.
The 1,300. So whatever applied against it, it's not like a reverse and a
So I go to the girl and I'm like, yeah. So apparently they say that this is something that happens and it's because I did debit. Now I only have 21 cents. So you gonna come up with that money that you owe me? Cause you owe half.
And what she say?
Oh no, honey. I'm not paying you your half until the final day of checkout when I see a receipt of what we did or what I owe you. But I will not pay you any money in advance.
This makes me mad that I wasn't even there.
Who does that though? I told you how much the hotel was. Yes, the incidentals have fabricated the cost, and I'm not asking you to pay the incidentals, but I am asking you to pay what we decided on and what the cost was.
Yeah, bare minimal. So I ain't get much money one goddamn cent in Los Angeles.
So I called my sisters and I called them on three-way and I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody needs to help me. I only have 21 cents. Somebody please put some money in my bank account because I don't know what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna survive. They said, Brittany, calm down. Calm down.
We got you.
First of all,
that's what sisters are for.
No, they don't got me.
Oh!
No, they had me, but they couldn't give me the money because it was the weekend, first of all, and there's no banks out there. We don't have the same banks. So it was no way for them to deposit the money without my card. They needed my actual card to put the money in my account.
You need to get a PayPal.
The thing is, I had a PayPal and I had some money on my balance. I'm like, Lord, thank you, Jesus. Let me transfer this money into my bank account.
That do take.
It takes 3 to 5 days.
I know, that is awful.
3 to 5, because I transferred it. 3 to 5 days. I said, Lord Jesus, what am I going to do now? I have no money for water. I have no money to survive.
And your friend, surely it will let you damn die.
So my sister say, let's go downstairs to the front desk and have them print out something and you show your friend what the final balance would be, which we already talked about to begin with.
Exactly.
I went downstairs. There was no problem for them to print out what my final balance would be. I circled it, I divided it, and it's the same amount that I told her it would be. I go upstairs and I say, well, here's the paper that they gave me at the front desk. Do you think you can give me my money?
Girl, please. I don't feel like going to the bank right now.
That's what she said.
So this girl thinks she's so damn hot to trot with her 2 degrees and all that. Now, where she even work at? I'm sure
Honey, I don't know.
Anyway, she's a bum. Certified bum. I know her. And because of this, I'm giving you a bum tag for that. And I don't want the bum from you.
I'm saying that you
That's not what friends do. And you can take it however you want to, but at the end of the day, that's not what friends do. So she has proven she's not worthy. She's not your friend. And that's just dirty. But this girl went to school with us. Like, we didn't go to an inner city school, but it was like an inner suburban school. Like, it wasn't on the top list. No. We were not on the top for nothing.
No.
Not sports, not test scores, not nothing. We were not in the top 5.
It was a very bad
And for her, she has proven her ratchet ways. Talking about some girl, please.
She don't feel like going to the bank. So I said, okay.
So dirty.
I said, don't. You know what? I had to go walk around the hotel because I know the old me would have really, really went off on her.
And pause on her.
So I'm like, okay. Let's just try to get through these next few days. You know you ain't got no money, but that's fine. So I go downstairs on the elevator. I swear, the girl who checked me in, she's so nice. Her name is Mia. She was like, hey, I asked you a question. I said, sure. I go over there to the front desk and she says, you're so nice. And I just want to know, like, are you coming here for a convention? I know I see you a lot. And I said, well, I'm actually here for an event. It's a YouTube event. She had natural hair. You know, I'm natural. So I'm like, oh, you should check out my channel. I gave her my business card. She was like, you are so nice and I have something for you. Girl gave me 5 dinner tickets and 3 free drink tickets.
Oh, God, that's good. Won't
Good.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
He will spit in the face of the devil.
Honey,
And the devil was sleeping in your room with you, child. She is Satan's child.
I couldn't even believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much. That saved my entire life. It saved my life. The next morning, the girl wakes me up and she's like, hey, I want to go to this expensive breakfast place and I want you to come with me. I said, no. Why do you want me to come with you?
At this point, she needs to be escorted from the premises.
Luckily, I found like $6 in my purse.
Thank the Lord.
I'm like, Lord, you are helping me out.
Shine on me, God. Shine on me.
So, I ordered some water and some eggs with no cheese, no seasoning, just dry.
Extra. Cheese is extra.
Please just get...
They be like $1.
Give me a sunny side up egg and that's it.
Right.
That's all I can afford right now.
You know, let me interject again because it just really hurts my heart that you would go out of town. I don't care if y'all were best friends, new friends, that you would be so indecent to someone like that. Like, I would give you my last. Not because of nothing, but because you don't have it. And we're together.
Thank you. Together.
So I see you're in a bind. Even if I don't have it, I'll be like, look, I got a sandwich.
No, but who does that though? If we already went over the price, I up front gave you the money before you even asked for it, for the flight and for the rental. Up front gave you the money. That's how girls, that's how my friends do.
You should have deducted that less that and came to a net amount and been like, here go $12. And throw it at her in coins.
So she orders her whole steak, her steak grits, her cheese, her pancakes, the whole shebang. She orders that whole thing, right? And I'm drinking my water and my egg. This is all I can do. Before the waiter even comes,
waitress, please split these checks.
Please split these checks. Are you freaking kidding me?
Let me ask a question. How the hell did you manage to continue this trip with her?
What was I supposed to do? So the girl, I was like, oh really? My mind, me, if I'm with you, friends, I pay for your meal. All this time, that's just what my friends do. We pay for each other. You might have lunch, I might have dinner. You might have breakfast, I might have lunch. It's just how we do.
Always split it in half, even though you might have got a
bit.
little bit more. I mean, it's not that deep.
It's not. Literally, I had water and an egg. You couldn't put that on your bill knowing your ass
She couldn't get you some OJ, a toast, a bagel, or something. Oh, yo.
I couldn't even believe that. I said, really? I get to get my eyelashes done. And she leaves. It was such a terrible experience. But she leaves, and it wasn't worth the $200 at all. Anyway, she leaves, and then she comes back, and she has 2 bottles of water. And she was like, oh, here, this is a bottle of water for you. Now, me, when you first check into the hotel, they give you water. So I had my water, and that was the water I was hanging on for the whole time. She comes back with a bottle of water. I'm like, this girl got me a bottle of water. I was so surprised. I couldn't even believe that she got me a bottle of water. It's very sad. So anyway, it's time for me to get ready for Generation Beauty. We get back to the hotel. Before I go in the shower, I put my water in the bucket of ice. I want it to be nice and cold when I come out the shower. I come out the shower, pick up my bottle of water out the ice. My bottle of water is halfway empty. Said, do you know what happened to my bottle of water?
Girl, I got thirsty.
I would have took the bucket of ice. And I would have
When I wasn't with her, she went to the mall in the rental car. She went there, she bought a $600 bag.
Because she got 2 degrees, right?
Because she got 2 degrees. She had to go get a $600 bag while I was at Generation Beauty. And she comes back and she shows me this bag.
But you got 20 months.
But your ass owes me money. So, after Generation Beauty, they give us these big gift bags of makeup that has not come out yet. They have makeup that are sold out everywhere, and you have these in these bags. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like I was looking for this makeup forever. I take everything out of the bag, and I'm looking at everything on my hotel bed. The girl comes over to the bed and was like,
girl, my sister would love this. Ooh, girl, that's my mother shade. Girl, I need this.
taking my makeup. I couldn't even believe
Trip ever.
it is beyond the worst trip ever. I don't talk to her. I don't want her to ever come my way again. I don't want to see her face. I don't want to hear her name. I don't ever want to see her again. Then, this is the last thing, and this is the top. This is like the icing on the cake. So the next day of Generation Beauty, I leave, and I meet another girl in the hotel lobby, and we watch each other's YouTube videos. So it was like, hey, and we meet and we go to the bar together and we have dinner and stuff like that, and I stayed with her the whole time. The next day I also went with her too. So the next day we're coming back from the event. I go into the hotel room. 5 minutes later I get a knock on the door, and I see it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I see these 2 men outside the door. I look through the peephole and there's 2 men in suits. I'm like, do you need help? Hello? What's that? Like, who are you? And they're like, ma'am, we work for the hotel. We're security. We need you to open the door. I'm not opening anything. Let me see your ID. They put their IDs up or their name tags up. And I'm like, why are the security here? I just got here 5 minutes ago. I asked her, like, do you know why security's here at our door?
Let me grab my drink because it looked like I'm going to finish this.
I opened the door and they said, ma'am, we have gotten several complaints about the noise level in this room. Now, we are a 1 warning hotel. So this is your 1 warning. If we have to come back again, we're going to ask you to leave.
Ooh, this is getting bad.
What? I just got here. What do you mean this is a high level of noise in this room? What are you talking about? I just got here. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, but we've gotten several complaints about this particular room. There's been very loud noises in this room, and if we have to come back, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. Excuse me, did you hear about some noise level?
Oh, girl, I was on the phone, but I don't think I was that loud. I mean, why they harassing us anyway? Let me call the front desk to see what's going on, because what?
Do you know that you're a pompous idiot? Did she know that?
I said, let me tell you something. I don't know what was going on before. I don't know what was going on whenever. I don't care. All I know is I need my half of the money for this room, and you need to give me that. I'm just tired of playing games with your ass. Seriously. Give me my money.
You let me suffer.
She goes to the little ATM downstairs. She comes up. The bitch is $20 short with my half of the money. Are you really kidding? You know what? I'm just so done.
Well,
I'm so done with you.
if she ever sees this video, don't talk to me. Because my loyalty is here. And this is just nasty. No, that's basic stuff. That is nasty. And I don't have no respect for anyone
Like, why would you
conducts
do
themselves
something
like that. Like, honestly, I mean, I'm not a stickler for giving anyone any money, especially if they have to pay me back. But I'm not gonna let my friend just be out here
high and dry when you buying $600 bags.
Even if she wasn't, right? Like I said, if I didn't have it and I bought a sandwich and I would give you half my sandwich.
That's
like,
how I am too.
We can work this out. Like, I'm not gonna have you out here just, I mean, could you imagine if the girl didn't see you downstairs and give you the hookup?
Right. Right. And then it was so embarrassing because I was there with all these other YouTubers. They all want to go to dinner.
And you're like,
I'm like, oh, y'all, I'm sorry.
you go to dinner here. That's about
I'm gonna see
it.
y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna see y'all next week. Cause I have nothing.
That is awful.
But the whole trip was so bad because of her.
And that's why I'm very particular about the people I travel with, because there will be no shenanigans. So I'm planning a birthday trip to New Orleans. I love New Orleans. It's
I've
such a
never
great
been to
city.
New
Oh, they
Orleans.
have some beautiful men out there. Child. I had a little boyfriend out there, a little boo. I met him the first night. He dated me the whole trip.
What?
But anyway, he not my type for real. But anywho, it was a beautiful time. The food's good. The drinks are flowing. Everybody's drunk all the time.
Thank you.
The moral of the story is this. You pick the right people to travel with. Traveling is a serious thing. To me, that's almost like committing to move in with someone.
Yeah.
Even though it's a temporary thing, because you need to make sure that this person has your best interest at heart. You're going somewhere that's not home. You don't have access to things like your family and your friends, and your real friends, who you can count on if you're in a bind. You're across the country on a different time zone. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's hard to navigate through that, and you're with someone who could give two shits about that. Like, that's foul.
Then her ass had the nerve to say, oh girl, let's take some pictures. Oh girl, let's do a vlog. Honey, count my ass out of your vlog, because we are not friends.
Who's watching her vlog? She got a vlog.
Honey, vlog?
Don't want to watch her on TV or anything.
Nothing tops our trip though. It was so fun.
We gotta do something else. Like, I'm ready. I get a week off twice a year. The next trip, I'm not really traveling too much. I'm going to New York next month. I'm not, and then it'll be New Orleans. Or it might be Guadalupe if I can't get a flight to damn New Orleans. They Southwest talk about they sold out, child. I'm like, not today.
Guadalupe.
Guadalupe, girl, they got flights there for $158 round trip. I ain't even been. Guadalupe ain't even on my map. You know what I'm saying? But it can be. It can be. I'm trying to see what
Guadalupe.
Guadalupe, somebody I used to know. I was like, y'all got a whole little area. Oh, I'm trying to come to Guadalupe and get some food, meet some people, get some drinks. Yeah, skyscanner.com. Girl, you can search Washington, all airports to nowhere, pick the cheapest month, and it'll give you a list in the United States and internationally of the cheapest flights. That's my life right now.
Wow.
If I'm not somewhere every 60 days, I may lose my mind. But I need to get out of this. Like, I need to not be needed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I need to need stuff for myself and go and experience.
And this is the age that we are now. This is our age to do this.
When we turn 30, it's different.
Please don't scare me.
30, like, hey girl, I see you over there. I'm over here, but I see you over there.
I'm probably way back there. And 30.
Because 30, you start making those, you know, you start like reevaluating your life. Like, I think every 20-year-old or 20 in your 20s, you have that mid-20s crisis. I know. I told my niece, she's about to be 10. She'd be so pressed to grow up. I said, boo boo, at 25, it goes downhill from there. You need to take it.
And then your 20s go by so fast. Like,
and these are your best years.
Yeah.
Until you're like 40. I hear those are
This is our prime, though.
This is
like, we would never look like this.
This is the best we'll ever. This is the best we'll ever look. Like, us looking better is just like an evolution.
No. As we are maturing, we're trying to look as we look now. Thank you so much for watching this. Let us know if you have any crazy vacation stories that you can let us know about. And let us know what you would have done in that situation as well.
I would have put them paws on her and got her kicked out the hotel. That's just me personally, but you know. I would have had to try to, I'm not going to incriminate myself on film, but I have at least 3 scenarios that would have made me at least feel better about the situation.
I was just trying to keep the peace. Do you have a crazy story like that?
Not that crazy, thank God, because that I couldn't be able to handle. I went on a trip with a friend of mine some years ago to LA, which is like one of my favorite places to visit, but I don't know, because New Orleans is like now my favorite place to visit. It's so much fun. So she invites me to go, and she's like, this guy is setting us up. We're gonna go to the Oscars. I'm like, we're going to the Oscars? She's like, well, maybe not the Oscars, but definitely the Oscar parties, which to me is probably better than the Oscars.
True.
I can't even watch award shows on TV. It's like, I don't care about 90% of what's going on here. It's too much.
Me too.
So this man, he was supposed to be well connected. We paid to fly out there, leave from Dallas, fly to LA, get the rental car, get the hotel. We ended up staying at the Biltmore downtown, which is very old. I did not like it. Didn't like it. I don't really like staying in downtown LA.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's just
but the
so,
W's down there.
But that's one of the W's.
Yeah.
It's just like another little world, and it's not really by anything. So you definitely need a car. And then like navigating parking, because the parking's astronomical. She invited me somewhere, guaranteeing this man is going to provide X, Y, and Z, and he provides nothing.
Okay, so what relationship does your friend and the guy have? What? Who
That's
are they?
yet to be known. I don't know. I don't really know how she knows him. Supposedly it's business, but I'm not really sure. I won't say anything, but I don't know.
So you were not going to LA for any reason other than to go to the party that she told you that you would be at?
Yeah, I didn't go to LA just for leisure, like just to go. Like she's like, we're gonna hang out, go to these Oscar parties, boom, boom, boom.
Parties with an IES.
Absolutely. I've bought outfits. I made sure like I was together.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I was wearing weaves then, so I made sure I had a fresh. I was set. And it was such a waste because. So I'll tell you one incident. So we went to the Beverly Hills Hotel or the Beverly Wilshire or whatever that famous Beverly Hills Hotel is. So we rented a Dodge Charger. Girl, we pull up to the, what you call it, the porte cochere or whatever the little joint you pull underneath. They're like, oh, keep it moving.
Keep it moving, as in keep it moving to the front.
No, like move you and your Dodge Charger out of this. You don't belong here. They didn't even give us a chance to say we have anything. It was like, you two are not getting in here. So we had to park around, we're in Beverly Hills, had to park around the corner, and we're sitting outside this beautiful home. These damn people probably, I don't know if they were like Saudi or what, or Persian or what, but they had every luxury car you could name all in black. The whole family. Like,
wow.
We were sitting there so long, and they didn't have no curtains up or nothing, so you could see right in their house.
Yeah, of course.
And you could see the son doing this, the mother doing this, blah blah blah. The daughter went on a date, she getting dropped off, and I'm just sitting here reevaluating my life yet again. Why can't I be a Persian woman who came here?
Honey.
So meanwhile, we've sat there for an hour waiting for this man who's supposed to have been there to get us in the party. He never shows up. In fact, he just stopped communicating with us altogether.
Oh no.
And it was just like, I trusted you
Right.
on the strength of this I don't even know this person. And this is what, like, this was such a waste of leave. This was a waste of money and time. Like, we're going off the premise of something someone sold you as a dream because we did nothing Oscar related. At best, we went to the whatever that venue they have the Oscars at, which is easily accessible on Hollywood Boulevard over there. We met him there for coffee that he didn't pay for.
No way.
He didn't even pay for the damn Starbucks. And yeah, I saw him maybe once or twice, and we had to wing it. Now, given me, the person I am, I don't go nowhere where I don't know no damn body. I got to know somebody. So my friend Ike, who's an actor, he was in Jurassic Park recently.
I know you told me about him.
Yeah, Ike's mad cool. So I hit up Ike. I'm like, yo, I'm out here, and I'm with my friend, and she got me out here, assed out. So we need to get together. I'm in your city.
Yeah.
So we went in our Dodge Charger. We drive. He lives in the valley. We went to his house. He had a DUI, so he couldn't drive. So we picked him up. He took us to this bomb club called the Palms or something. I don't know if it's still bomb today, but it was popping then. It was a long line around the block. We walked right up front, parked across the street, walked right up front. We were in VIP the whole night. Claudia Jordan. This is before she was on The Housewives. This is when she was just Claudia Jordan doing like little
talk show.
Exactly. It was her birthday, and that's why we went to this club. So she had a table. I met some woman. She's like, "You're so cute. Come drink with us." Sure, I will. Her friends, like, it was such a good time. Like, then Ike took us, we went to eat breakfast at some diner in the valley somewhere that was like so delicious. Oh my God, I don't know if it's because I was so drunk or what, but like, he created the experience for us so we could do stuff, because if I didn't have that, I would have been in your position. Like, do I put the pause on her or not? I will say another one of the worst trips I had was with my little god sister. And if she ever sees it, we're family, so I don't care if she gets mad. But it was her 21st birthday. We went to Vegas. And first of all, we went in August, which is, don't ever go to Vegas in August.
Why?
It's hot as shit.
Oh, dang.
It is hot. It is apocalypse hot. Like, my thighs were sweating. Like, you ever been so hot you just had an attitude?
No, you told me that it was hell degrees when you went to see B.O.B. at some,
and what's the name in D.C.? It was like that, but worse. It was worse. Like, you ever just been so hot that you mad?
Yeah.
Like, I can't be happy right now or positive because I'm so hot my eyeballs are sweating. Like, let's not even wear makeup. Because...
Oh, yeah. When it's too hot to wear makeup.
I may give you a waterproof Dior show. That's it. But I can't give you any liner, eyeshadow, anything that has drip potential. If you were not in the pool, you need to just go back inside. And so my god sister's like, let's eat outside. I'm like, bitch, it's 200 degrees. Like,
Oh my god.
you indoors with the air conditioning. It was hot. She had an attitude problem the whole time with her mother. Like, her mother's my godmother. And she's like popping off at her mom. And I was like, this is making me very uncomfortable because I don't treat my mother this way. So you're flipping out on your mom who has paid for you to be here. Like, me and your mom are split in the hotel, not you. Us. You know what I'm saying? You're acting like this. We go out to the club. Girl, I look cute. I have my little popping. Go to the club. She got an attitude. They're not even speaking to each other. And it was over nothing.
She went to the club with her mama?
Her mom's the bait though.
Huh?
Her mom's the bait. Like, her mom could go and shut the club down, no problem. She had her little jumpsuit on. She was real cute. It didn't even matter. But my god sister, she just turned 21 and she just was acting like a brat. Like, how could you, if somebody's taking me on a trip and I'm just showing up, you know what I'm saying? And you just ungrateful, like, we can go home. I will pay to get us
like
home.
that the whole trip?
Pretty much.
Dang.
I don't deal with my mother that way. Like,
Dang.
I can get upset with my mother.
So did you talk to her, or?
I was like, you need to chill. Your mom has paid for you to come here. You didn't have to come out the pocket for anything. You just had to figure out what you was going to wear and show up. And you are being very ungrateful. I have no legitimate reasons to be upset. Like, nothing she was trying to justify was enough grounds for her to talk to her mom like that. That was definitely one of the worst. That was a trip where from start to finish I was ready to go. If I'm putting money into going somewhere out of town, like nothing's about to ruin my trip. You gotta be a duck. You gotta let it roll off your back and just be like, whatever.
Right, that's what
I'm using this app and website called Travify to plan my trip because it's 8 of us going. That's a lot. So everyone can pay through there. I'll set up like, oh yeah, I'm not playing no games.
So smart.
I have an itinerary for every day we're doing stuff. There's like a discussion board and you can do polls to see what people want to do. You can put links and stuff up to, So everybody knows the payments I had 4 payment plans to make it easy for everybody.
Wow. And
your money's due on the 15th. Let's be clear.
Oh, that's so good.
And all my friends paid their deposit. The deposit was only $75, which is refundable up until like the 15th of January. Mm-hmm. And everything's in one place. So there's no discrepancy at all. Like, when are you free?
Anytime.
Okay, let me see. Let me line it up. Maybe like May, June. I think Memorial Day. I would like to be out of town being ratchet.
Let's do it.
Turn it up. Leaving all of my inhibitions and morals coop and being someone else over there.
Well, honey. Yes.
Finley, I thought you were asleep. You woke up. I'll pick you up for a second. Just for a second, little girl. Just for a second. You need to go to bed. You need to go to bed. You want to go to bed? Say hello to the world. Say hello to the world, Bentley. You're not real. You wanted to get up here all this time, but to do nothing. Right. You're supposed to be a show dog. Show the world what you got. It has nothing.
Text me in. She's very, very nice.
Really? That's
seriously, Billy.
Get over there.